President of US Ed English. So before we formally start, I will read a quote for you. The stories are communal currency of humanity. So I hope you will listen and enjoy my story about the House of Atreus. So the ill-fated house of Atreus, there were two brothers lived, Agamemnon and Menelaus. Where king in Libya, Tantalus was the first ancestor and the son of Zeus, who was honored by the gods beyond all other mortals. He also killed the son of Menelaus in order for him to eat with God. But the god didn't eat flesh from humans. Tantalus was sent to the underworld, where he would be tortured and indefinitely. He was thrown into the pool that would fill the water, and he tried to drink it. And he was enclosed beneath fruit that would fall, and he grabbed it. Tantalus defiant the gods that his deed that prevented the heavenly and mortal from ever again rejoicing together. The gods resembled Penelope. They couldn't find his shoulder, so they replaced it with ivory, recorded a perilous woman, who won her over by making her father's prize horses and murdering the Caryatids in the process. He rode the horses when Poseidon, Penelope's sister, Niobe was married to Zeus' son, and that together they governed the heavens. She gave birth to 14 children. Oh! She requested that the people worship her instead of Leto. Apollos and Artemis' mother, Niobe, and children were turned to stone by the twins. Atreus and Thyestes were Pelops' two sons. Atreus slaughtered brothers' children and fed them to Thyestes because he became in love with his wife. Agamemnon was assassinated by his wife's lover. Aegisthus, the son of Thyestes and his cousin, some believe Clytemnestra killed her husband in retaliation for their daughter Iphigenia's sacrifice. So Menelaus and Agamemnon has contrasting endings to their lives. Menelaus was lost to the Nile, but he eventually found out his way and died prosperous. Agamemnon was killed by Agamemnon's wife and her lover. The elders were Argos were worried when he came home as a conqueror because they knew about his wife's adultery. Others were concerned about his daughter's sacrifice. She knew that everyone's present, except Agamemnon, was aware of her adultery. Clytemnestra said she approached her long-dead husband. She turned to face him and greeted him warmly. As she led him inside, the elders of the community were apprehensive. Agamemnon summoned Cassandra to the surface, because she viewed the place as a home despised by the gods. The prophets freaked out. She was well aware that she and Agamemnon would perish on that fateful day. Clytemnestra murdered him with no remorse, confident that she had avenged her daughter. Electra and Orestes were Agamemnon's other offspring. Orestes, when he got older, went to Delphi's oracle and inquired what he would do about Achilles. He was instructed by the oracle to assassinate by murder. He was heartbroken because he knew he was murdering his mother. He and his cousin pretended to bring the world his death to the place. While his mother tried to feed him, he killed his girlfriend first. Orestes assassinated her and was chased by the furious dark shapes. They would pursue him for several years. Before giving up, he appealed at the Athena's temple, claiming that he had atoned for his misdeeds, which no one in his family had ever done. When Athena heard his cries, the Furies halted their pursuit. A different version of Iphigenia's sacrifice exists. Her death was intended to assuage Artemis' wrath over the death of one and her animals. Artemis transformed Iphigenia's body with that of deer and sent her to Thorian Sparta's will when she was set on the altar. In a temple where Greeks were sacrificed, she was made a priestess. Her role was not to get the soldiers ready before they were sacrificed. Orestes and his cousins arrived in the nation 2 years later. They've been tasked with stealing Artemis' picture from the temple and transporting it to Athens so that Orestes might atone for his misdeeds. They were apprehended and taken before Iphigenia to be sacrificed. Iphigenia recommended that they be released, and siblings didn't neutralize each other. They would deliver a letter to her brother in Greece in exchange. She asked them to take her home when Orestes introduced himself. "Dearest, you are my dearest, my darling, my beloved one. You were a baby, a small baby when I left you. And this thing that has come to me, more than magnificent." They pondered. Orestes advocated assassinating the monarch, but Iphigenia objected. She informed the king that the men were dirty and needed to be washed before being sacrificed. When they came closer to the shore, he believed them and tried to flee on a ship. The king was ready to dispatch a navy to pursue them when Athena arrived and advised him to back off. So that's the story of the House of Atreus. Thank you everyone for listening. I hope you learned something on my story. See ya on next episode. Bye bye!